Right, where was I? Welcome back to Empire of Dreams. It's been a while. But we're back for the second set of Jiobob levels. And our main gimmick this time is these boxes. Hitting a switch will make them big so we can jump on them, or small so we can walk through them. The switches remain consistent throughout the level. So if we hit a switch on the screen, before this one, as we'll show off now because I screwed up, it'll change all the boxes throughout the level. So with this in mind, it's kind of difficult to completely screw up. And really the key to the whole level is using these... The key to the whole level is using the bomb... using the bombies to delay the pressing of switches, so that you have time to get into position to make the next jump. There's a lot of scope for some interesting puzzles in this world as well, especially with this gimmick. And you may notice I'm being a bit more professional, a bit more knowledgeable maybe about some of these levels, and that's because I've been through these levels now quite a few times. Here's the exit, in case you were wondering. I'll do my best not to forget that it's... I made a mental note as soon as I saw it to try not to forget that it was there. Avoid a repeat of what happened in the last video where I just completely forgot where the exit was. I spent way longer than I should have done trying to get up there, by which I mean I tried it more than once. But another new thing, these three switches. Basically you need to hit all three of them in a certain period of time. I think you have 3, maybe 4 seconds to hit them all. It's an interesting challenge, and one that starts getting a bit more sophisticated than having all 3 of them in the same place like that later on. And I was dicking about with these pumps a bit more. Here's the first real example. In theory, you switch from side to side as you're going up in the airstream and hit all 3 of them. But the easier way of doing it is just do them all as you fall down one side. And we can just chill in the airstream up here till the pommy explodes. And getting up there allows us to get the box. Which we use to get the final star. Annoyingly though, we still need to once again, those boxes remain consistent through the entire level, so we have to go back and change the switch so we can get out of the level. But that's not too difficult, just a quick little detour. And then to the exit. So onto the auto scroll. Back to going from left to right this time, which is much preferred in my mind. Much easier to judge how much time you've got just because you get automatically pushed along by the back wall. It's a lot of fun, this one, and I do like its look. It has the look I think all of these kind of levels should have. Reminding me of those kind of activity centres, the adventure centres you find out in the woods, which are awesome, and that I think pretty much everyone goes to as a kid. There's nothing really terribly complicated in this entire section, really. It's all basic platforming, and unlike the pre-mill auto scroll, there's nothing in it that really makes it much more harder than the first auto scroll level. Except maybe that platform, because the general rule with moving platforms in this game is they're always moving faster than you think they are. But with 99 gems, that's that done. Still haven't quite figured out why there's a cannon at the end of the level. No messing around going into the next level. And I've screwed up here already. Tossing that block into an area we can't get it back from. As you may guess yourself, the idea is just to use it to ride the wind down here to grab the first star. And then up the ladder here. And we at least already know where the exit is. So that's something. More fun with boomies. And grabbing the heart for no real reason. Very long fuse on this booby. But still, plenty of time to get it where it needs to be. Completely different story with that one. Tossing it in there destroys those arrow blocks, which drops down this pump here, so you can get the second star. It's a very smart little puzzle there, especially since you don't really have much time initially, at least, to think about it. And on my first time running through these levels, it actually gave me quite a bit of trouble. Speaking of which, this is something they do a lot with these blocks, is this kind of airlock-like setup they create. They're really no different from any other kind of door within the game. At least not mechanically, at least not functionally. So while I do think they're a neat gimmick, they're not particularly unique. Just purely in the fact that they do nothing that a door or a simple barrier couldn't do. I've no idea why I'm taking this boomy with me. It serves no purpose. Especially since all we need to do is get to the exit. So more telegraphing how to kill the boss. And really it's a very easy boss. An arrow appears over the column it's going to eat up, and it's just a case of tossing an enemy down into its mouth. Then after a hit, these rocks fall down from the background. The columns grow back, and the boss itself comes down to hit itself. Though that doesn't actually do any damage, weirdly. It gets slightly faster on the second hit, and there are slightly more rocks, which come down in a greater density. But still nothing hard. The enemies aren't even hard to get your hands on. Final hit, they take away the arrow, but at that point it's just a case of delivering the final hit. Nothing difficult whatsoever. I really like carrots, just to say. But that's Jiobob done. I'll see you next time in Santal.